2v2 live tire tournament. We have GLD versus It Be Me Again in Panoramics. I don't know what their actual name is. Team Double Dips.
Are you okay?
No. GLD versus Team Double Dips. I'll be spectating on the side of Team Double Dips. It Be Me Again, starting off with that car, Firestar, and Stim. Alongside of Panoramics, also.
These are
car,
two super aggro teams.
Yes.
I'm wondering to see, like, if they're just gonna crash into each other, or are they gonna actually slow the pace down in respect of their opponent?
We have Double Dips playing very slow.
Yeah, we got same here on the other side. Black's actually got Cloak on, and STN is sticking with that Stim. So they're going for a balanced composition here, and STN is now overlooking the map from the suicide rooftop.
Yep.
Just head glitching in and out, and he can't spot anything from what I can see so far. He firestars the flag for no apparent reason other than to delay things, and they actually catch off It Be Me from the side, and now STN stims into the middle of the map to just pay attention to the flag, and he just goes into the bushes on my side.
Yeah, both players on that rooftop just crashed into each other at the exact same time, but it's a 1v2 scenario, and unfortunately, Team Double Dips ends up falling to Black and STN with that slow, controlled playstyle. They're both making callouts, focusing fire on one person at a time. They're both moving to just work together to kill one player from the Double Dips team. All they have to do is just play slow, play back, get that information, and they can both rush in and get those kills. Panoramics here taking control of the right side rooftop this time around. It Be Me Again controlling those rocks on the left. Again, they're just waiting. AD strafing, just trying to look for the enemy team and get a feel for where they're at. Panoramics is staring down his sights, trying to get that little bit of extra zoom, just a little extra visibility to see on the other side of the map where the opposing team is. We got one person from GLD on that suicide roof yet again. Panoramics with the long-range Firestar, almost managing to hit the top of that roof, but unfortunately just missing ever so slightly.
Yeah,
a wasted ordnance.
STN just dodges it, and I can tell you for a fact that Panoramics is ADSing the car is actually not for visibility. It's just what he does. He doesn't fire the car in hipfire for some reason, so pay attention to that. When the engagement happens really close, he tends to get...
Ooh, oh, and Firestar
actually gets STN. What the hell? This is very surprising, and Black fails to switch targets. Like, on my screen, I could see him aiming, and he didn't even try to fire at the guy at Panoramics, launching at him. So he had a chance because the target he was firing at was actually running away from him. He wasn't actually shooting him, so he still had a chance. That was a misplay on Black's part.
Yeah. It's strange. This matchup is happening so slowly. I'm feeling the need to use the overhead cams to actually see both teams and know, like to get the whole picture of what's going on. I wish we could use a free cam in this game mode, but unfortunately not. It Be Me Again controlling that left side by the rocks, hearing an opponent pushing up, got that Firestar just whizzing over, stitting out of that fight with Black. STN pushing up with Black, trading spawns. It Be Me Again is just forced into this strange fight now, getting a lot of damage off on STN, trying to just play the corner of Vince Black, and there we go. A very convincing 1 versus 2 from It Be Me Again, playing the sight lines perfectly against those players. Mr. Black pushing up a little bit too slowly to contest alongside of STN, and they ended up fighting 1 versus 1, one at a time. There was even so much of a delay between their team push that It Be Me Again had time to reload his gun in between fights. That was just a little tiny timing error from GLD, causing an entire round loss.
Exactly, that's what we talked about earlier, the bad habits of reloading after every kill from like your PvP matches where you usually get away with it. Here, you're getting punished for it.
Yep. Panoramics here
nearly securing that kill, but Panoramics rushes
somehow surviving Panoramics, and then It Be Me Again as well, down to just nearly no health. Fighting Mr. Black again, and those 1v1s, and can Black secure this? And oh, not quite. Panoramics again with that
close.
Kill. That was very really close from both of our teams. That was kind of the exact same thing that caused GLD to lose that last round, being committed this time by Double Dips. They were in a 2 versus 1, but they didn't push Black together. They had that short little delay between the two of them pushing that enabled Black to fight 2 separate 1v1s. He won the first, but lost the second. That could have been catastrophic for Double Dips, but probability states 2 1v1s in a row. You're probably going to lose them more often than you're going to win them. Panoramics here controlling that suicide rooftop yet again, dropping down on the right side, just peeking by those trees, trying to get a feel for where GLD is moving. It be me again holding the left flank. No one's really watching mid right now. They're not caring about those rock formations, which is probably where GLD actually is. Trying to catch someone out of position, but really, with 2 cars, trying to go for those long sight lines, this out of position catches is just not going to do them any good. STN and Blah capitalizing on that, pushing both on the right side, getting that kill, but it be me again with the fantastic aim, dropping STN. 1 versus 1 situation versus Mr. Blah here. Mr. Blah with that green camo jumping through the green trees. He just completely did not even get spotted whatsoever. And it be me again, playing both against camouflage and ping, gets deleted.
Yeah, that was very scrappy. It could have gone either way, to be honest. Blah was low himself, so you know, in these sorts of games, and especially in this game mode, really just you know, the millimeters, the halves of angles are going to decide the winner sometimes.
Here we have it be me again, pushing that left side, just going for a really passive play while Panoramics takes that 1v1 fight on STN, out-positioning him. It me again comes in to reinforce, using that stim. Is able to turn that bad engagement from it me again into a positive one against Mr. Blah. That 2v1 engagement. They're up 4-2 against the Golden Boys, GLD.
That's not what it stands for, but
I've never said that.
Let's just leave it at that.
They are the Golden Boys, though. They have been the Golden Boys of Titanfall 2 competitions since day 1. Well, rather, I'm calling day 1 the day that TFG left. As soon as TFG left, that's when GL just became the dominating force, and it's really interesting. Now we see Ippy Me again using that Thunderbolt. Finally, we see some more Thunderbolt just memery going on. I don't think this is really going to accomplish anything whatsoever, except giving GLD the info that Ippy Me again is fucking around right now and they can very easily push up on Panoramics.
No, I think it might also surprise them a little bit and deny them the space that they've been trying to take every round so far, because STN and Blah actually, from my perspective, they're focusing a lot on the middle rocks area. Yeah. And it'd be me spamming that area with the Thunderbolt is effectively denying it. And now both of them are actually rushing to your left side. Yeah,
the angle was all wrong. I mean, none of those Thunderbolts could have actually possibly accomplished anything short of that final one actually going down that rock pathway. They needed Ippy Me again to get up high on that rooftop, but he just felt too zoned out to do so. Didn't really matter though. Took control of that game, took control of mid. GLD felt the pressure. Ippy Me again with that final car kill. Taking advantage, 5-2 in game number 1.
So despite the strong start, Golden Boys, as you named them, struggled to put any more rounds on the board, to be honest. Getting suffocated by the pressure. Okay, and the losers of the first game will be choosing... what's the name of this map?
Township.
Township, okay. Sorry, because Origin and EA and all of its glory disallow me from actually choosing the English version of this game.
Right. Yeah, so, I know Mr. Blah has the same issue. He has to play in Polish. So
yes, the pain.
I will say some of the Polish voiceovers though are really, really good. I like them a lot.
I don't know. I have them muted, dude.
Really?
Yes.
Whenever I watch, gotcha. Whenever I've watched Blah stream, some of those voiceovers are really cool sounding. But we're already into game number 2, moving over to Township. This is going to be a much different kind of fight from all these players. You saw those long sight lines, which are going to seem to be favoring Team Double Dips more so than GLD. As strange as that sounds, but things are going their way.
Blah on the shotty and STN keeping with the car. He's actually trying to poke, but he sees the Thunderbolt coming and just immediately, you know, goes off the angle.
Yeah. So all those Thunderbolts have been used. No more information can be garnered from them. No more random piece of damage. Ippy Me again damaged a lot by that Firestar, but stimming through, pushing hard, and unable to get a beat on STN. AB strafing with that stim speed really quickly, but Ippy Me again finally able to get that kill on STN. That positioning was nuts. Everyone was moving so fast.
Yeah, I love how he literally popped up in a different place, and me as a spectator, I even couldn't keep up with it, and
yeah,
neither could STN.
Ippy Me again accidentally throwing a fire star, just kind of wasting that on his own rooftop, I think. Firing some more of these thunderbolts out. I guess just trying to get information, get some intel at this point as to where the opposing team is at. STN almost getting that direct hit with the fire star. That was really close. You could hear the thing whiz by on Ippy Me again's screen. And now we're in that 1 versus 1 situation yet again. Black versus Ippy Me again. Is Black still using that Eva?
Yeah, he's inside, but now he's low, and he's gonna smoke off the exit, I think. No,
Yeah, Ippy Me pushing in, but very slowly. Swapping for 2 cars. He dropped his pistol to pick up a second car SMG, actually.
And it pays off. He melees him in stim. Black can't keep up.
No, but as strange as that was, he elects to reload his first car instead of switching to the second car he had, and then just keep shooting and never melee. It's like
yeah, he didn't actually melee. On my screen, it worked, like he melee, but he didn't. Yeah, he just tapped him at the end. That was kind of strange. But it's this time it's not even allowing Black and STN to get off to a good start. They're just immediately continuing with where they left off last game.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see if Ippy Me again with this Thunderbolt decides to start holding off on a couple of shots and saving them for the last maybe 10-15 seconds and using them from inside the building to block those doorways off and to just control that space and make it really difficult. Ooh, he almost gets the Thunderbolt kill. STN just standing near that Thunderbolt for a really long time, just challenging Ippy Me against aim. Barely moving out of the way of that final electric shock that would have killed him. And here we go, exactly what I was just talking about. Ippy Me again using that Thunderbolt to occupy that window, occupy that doorway, make it really hard for GLD to push in and secure this victory in the last couple of seconds. And now they're up 3-0, controlling this interior space.
Black got picked off in the inside of the building, very just caught on unlucky timing, couldn't do anything about it, and then STN left in a 1v2 situation with a hemlock of all guns, not a chance to make anything happen really. Is this match point?
Doing great, team.
No, it's not just yet, but it seems inevitable that we'll arrive at it very soon, perhaps even this round.
That was a really close fire star. These guys are charging down Ippy Me again. They finally kill him off. Black up. But not able to secure the final kill on Panoramics there.
Panoramics was full HP somehow in this engagement. So
yeah, just a couple of whiffs from Black, I guess, but that was a really cool change of pace. They decided to go full speed, both stim in, and just try to get that pick instantly, which is a little bit more in the GLD's style, I think. At least every now and then, like they always have that in their toolbox.
At least they did try something, which I kind of I appreciate that. Now the DMR coming out, the disrespect play, but that gives GLD a lot more control on the inside. The DMR will have serious trouble contesting the inside, obviously.
Yeah, I'm really not agreeing with this DMR switch. Like they're up 4-0, they've been winning so hard.
Oh my god, he just drives by Black, deletes him.
Now we have Panoramics and Ippy Me again, just chilling inside the house. Yeah, STN just melting. Jeez, that was a carry by Panoramics that round. Finally pulling his weight, getting himself on that leaderboard.
I don't even know if you saw the kill. It was just the timing was perfect. Black jumps inside and Panoramics just drives in his face with the shotgun, like he knew it was happening for some odd reason. I don't know if he got a call out, if it was just if he saw a glimpse of him jumping inside the building or whatever it was. Just deletes him and leaves STN in the 1v2. Very unfavorable. I was actually about to say that it wasn't that bad because it was essentially still a 1v1 because the other guy was a DMR. Doesn't, ends up not mattering at all.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's our first semifinal done and dusted. So
yeah. Team Double Dips advances to grand finals. GLD eliminated.
Yeah, eliminating for most people will probably be the favorites.
Yeah, absolutely. That is I'm sure that is not an expected turnout for anyone from this tournament. I think that is a big underdog victory here, and Team Double Dips in good position to end up taking the entire tournament. Next up, we have Norwegian Buns versus Kill Munchers.